you every day, but we can't share in the enormous pride we have knowing that their lives had purpose and meaning. Let us now honor our nation's flag. This flag is a symbol of the great nation and represents the American spirit and our love for liberty and freedom. We veterans defended it when we served, and we still continue to defend it in respect today. Would you all please rise, honor our flag, and remain standing for the national anthem by Crystal Constable and the invocation led by the 188th Chaplain, Colonel Herbert Hottie III. Color guard, post our colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through a perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glares were most bursting in again proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors that stood spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great. Pennsylvania!
Got a little surprise for you back. All I need to do is make concessions on you.
I be damned. I be damned.
Surprise!
I be damned.
Oh yeah! Now, say again. How's it going, 50 possessions.
I be damned. I be damned.
Surprise!
I'll be damned.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Here we go. Madden 20, let's do this. Season 1. Week 8 bye week. And then we'll get over to, oh, we already did the bye week, okay. Oh, no, week 7. We're on week 7, holy crap. I missed a week. Oops. Whoops, I missed a week, everybody. Alright, we are on week number 7. We're gonna just upgrade the players. I really don't care for that. We're on week 7. The Cowboys against the Eagles. Let's do this. Cowboys 4-2. Eagles 4. I forgot what their win-loss was. 3-4, 3-2. 4-3 or something. I don't know.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year.
All right, here we go. We're going to vote
year after year.
who will win the season 1 7th game, the Cowboys or the Eagles. Get your votes in. We have a 2-minute warning right there.
Getting toward the
There we go.
halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short.
There we go.
Return here, he gets it out to the 25.
Week 7. Let's
so
do
the
this.
Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former USC Trojan. It's Cody Kessler.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's get it.
A first down throw for Kessler. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to
Let's go!
one-handed. Wow. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands still works.
I know
Right over the
go for them
helmet.
so
Let's
often
go.
now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. The offensive starters now for the
There we
Cowboys.
go. Let's do it.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Let's go.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Okay.
Big gain still
Okay.
plays to
It's
go,
okay.
though. Now, meanwhile, they go
It's
for it
okay.
on 4th down, and my goodness.
We don't get it.
incomplete.
We don't get the ball back.
Trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of
here
their
we go.
decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so
Okay,
well,
we got
and he
this.
decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll take this one only up to about
Ain't
his
going
13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They
The
go
returns for
nowhere.
the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall this season to go instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Oh, lucky son of a gun with
It's loose.
lucky with that fumble. They got lucky picking that up.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return comes Cobb. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
We're going to get
Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now,
we're going to get this, y'all.
On 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Kessler. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We got this, man. We got
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Sam off.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback.
Got this right here.
And eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
Yeah.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll go for it. It's Kessler rolling to his right. And he's
Let's go!
Michael Gallup. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. No score after 1 on EA Sports. is into the end zone.
Let's
for a
go.
Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
That's dumb.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
I wish they quit picking me out. What the heck? Damn it. There we go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Well, we've got a good divisional battle here tonight in the NFC East. Tomorrow night, we get one in the AFC East. The Patriots and the Jets. Monday Night Football, MetLife Stadium. Coverage at 8:15 Eastern Time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, Dallas beating Philly by a single possession.
Go.
3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend, and we talk about the length that they have and able to get their hands on balls and have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. Very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Here, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more.
Let's go.
And finally brought down at the 38. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Kessler. He'll bite, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Kessler. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, Kessler. Flushed out right. There he goes inside the 30. It's caught.
Go.
Cooper. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
We got this.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Let's go. I mean, I played many games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least
5
3 points
games
get that
today.
zero.
I don't think I'm going to
Here's a
play
pass on first down that's knocked away and
everything
incomplete.
tomorrow.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Wentz will try again on second down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get it up
really
just
hard.
short of the 45 at the 44.
You got nothing.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
Now Wentz on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them
I wish
or
they
don't get
do
the
a
third down in the
penalty.
first place. Get
Keep
your big
going
chunks
on
of yards
there.
up first and second down.
Out of bounds, you get a penalty.
Cody Kessler
Whenever I
trying
do
back
it, I
onto
get
the
a
field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Kessler.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll roll him out right, eluding the pressure right, letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Check safety, check safety.
Here we go on fourth with Kessler. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
No good.
Picked off by Rodney
I don't
McLeod.
care, interception
We
or not.
have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen, strong in the victory.
2 more
As
games.
his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one to wrap up Week 7. Patriots and Jets from MetLife Stadium in New York. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
I don't think so.
Pretty nice work
Red zone ain't calling
their
your name
down
today.
Run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along.
One big play to get back in this game. I don't think so.
It's a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an
Knock
issue
that
for them in
ball
this
out.
game. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time
A
on
red
defense.
zone
Just
for
flooded
the
the field with
Eagles.
defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Boom. What a hit.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
A loss.
We go! 18 Gator. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Let's go!
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kessler, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flushed out right. Got his man there complete.
Let's go!
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A quick throw here out to Cobb. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's go.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Cobb to return.
Damn, I
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing.
It's caught.
Let's
Inside
go.
the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. It's Kessler. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And now it's Kessler. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
4th quarter, baby. What do you want to know?
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Get that
down.
shot.
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the 2nd half, it's a big reason why his team
play one
is
more
behind
game.
on the
I don't know.
scoreboard.
Come on, let's go. Switch.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down, You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Down. 10 logo. Hey, go.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready. 8, read. Hey, Alpha.
Just like that.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now it's Kessler. And it is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there.
Not really.
And the Eagles defense able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Running with Howard. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And this is incomplete. They
Get out of here.
With such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Hey, lock it.
Oh, Kessler looks to throw it. Rolling to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Kessler wants to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Kessler throwing now. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eluding the pressure right. They're able to locate Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Castle, and give him another
touchdown.
6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Looking inside.
Wow, really?
Incomplete.
Really? You couldn't grab that? Wow.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing his Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Wentz now is hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm going to call it now. And I'm going to call it now and say this. Actually, I'm going to play today and tomorrow. I'll get up and start playing all the other games. Like I have a bunch of games to play tomorrow. We got the bye week, but I'll be ready for every game. We're going against the Giants, Vikings, Lions, Patriots, Bills, Bears, Rams, Eagles, and Redskins tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and advance a week Uh, and we're on week 9 tomorrow. I'm gonna call it here. I want to say thank you everybody for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Don't forget November 11th, 2023. We're gonna do Veterans Day, Minecraft Veterans Day fireworks show. If you're not here at noon, you could be here at 2, 4, 6, or 8. I will be here and doing it. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be starting off with week 9 for the first game tomorrow, and then we'll go all the way to Redskin. Hopefully I can go all the way to Redskin. Depends. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday morning into the evening, and I'll catch up tomorrow morning. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good Thursday. It's the national anthem. Hope you enjoy the next streamer after the national anthem.
Every day. But we can't share in the enormous pride that you have knowing that their lives had purpose and meaning. Let us now honor our nation's flag. This flag is a symbol of the great nation and represents the American spirit and our love for liberty and freedom. We veterans defended it when we served, and we still continue to defend it and respect today. Would you all please rise, honor our flag, and remain standing for the national anthem by Crystal Constable and the invocation led by the 188th Chaplain, Colonel Herbert Hottie III. Color guard, post our colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars